Thank you all so much for joining us on this beautiful day here in the city of McAllen. This is great weather, as long as the sun's not beating down on us, because we've had that groundbreaking where it was really hot, but now we have a nice, wonderful day, this wonderful warm winter day. My name is Xochitl Mora. I'm the Director of Communications for the City of McAllen. I'll serve as your MC for today's ribbon cutting so that we can officially inaugurate this beautiful building, this beautiful new Parks and Recreation headquarters for the benefit of all of our residents here in our great city of McAllen. Before we get started, I would like to recognize all of our special guests here with us today, and bear with me, we have a lot of great partners and supporters of the City of McAllen and Parks and Recreation, so let me get through this list, starting with, of course, the Honorable Javier Villalobos, Mayor of the great City of McAllen. The Honorable Omar Quintanilla, Mayor Pro Tem, Commissioner, District 3. The Honorable Joaquin J.J. Zamora, Commissioner, District 2. The Honorable Rudy Castillo, Commissioner, District 4. The Honorable Victor Sebi Haddad, Commissioner, District 5. The Honorable Pepe Cabeza de Vaca, Commissioner, District 6. Representing the Honorable Eli Torres, Commissioner of Precinct 4 for Hidalgo County, Tony Farina, and all the staff. And of course, from the City of McAllen, our great leader, our City Manager, Mr. Roy Rodriguez. Assistant City Manager, Mr. Jeff Johnston. Assistant City Manager, Ms. Michelle Rivera. Assistant City Manager, Mr. Joe Vera. We have our City Secretary with us, Ms. Perla Lara. The man who helps keep our streets in McAllen safe, our Chief of Police, Mr. Victor Rodriguez. And also everyone who's our first responders, our Fire Chief, Mr. Juan Gloria. Our City Engineer, Mr. Eduardo Mendoza. And from the McAllen International Airport, Mr. Jeremy Santos Goy. From our Community Development Block Grant and Grants Director, Ms. Julia Lash. Our McAllen Convention Center Facilities Director, Ms. Yahaira Flores. Of course, the great team from the Office of Communication who keeps everyone in the City of McAllen informed about the great work that our organization does for its community. Our Director of Public Works, Ms. Elvira Alonso. Our Purchasing and Contracting Director, Mr. Jerry Noriega. And of course, the man of the hour who we'll be hearing from shortly, the Director of the Parks and Recreation Department, Mr. Denny Moline, and all of his great Parks and Recreation staff that take care of this building, all of our recreation facilities, so many parks, trails, and so many events throughout the year. So thank you to every one of them for being here today. Of course, we have countless community partners who have such a great relationship with the City of McAllen, and we would be remiss if we didn't recognize them. So starting with, of course, our partners with McAllen ISD, starting with the Superintendent, Mr. Rene Gutierrez. The President of the School Board of Trustees, the Honorable Debbie Crane Aliceda. Vice President of the School Board, the Honorable Sam Saldivar Jr. And the Athletic Director for MISD, Brian McClenny. We also have our great community partners, including the Boys and Girls Club of McAllen Executive Director and double duty as South Texas College Trustee, Ms. Delinda Gonzalez Alcantar. And so many of our wonderful residents who serve on our advisory boards and assist us with all of these events, including our Parks and Recreation Advisory Board Chairman, Mr. Brian Lewis. Parks Board Member, Julie Rankin. And Parks Board Member, Mr. Francisco Mesa. And Parks Board Member, Mr. Jesse Barba. Our McAllen Marathon Committee, Mr. Jesse Borrego. And also on the Marathon Committee, Ms. Debbie Crane-Alceda and Commissioner Quintanilla. And on the Senior Advisory Board, Desiree Treviño. We also have countless other community partners, including our event sponsors and, of course, our media partners who help with all of the events that we host, not only through the Parks and Recreation Department, but for the City of McAllen. We thank you all so much for your support throughout the year and especially for being here today. Well, to talk about this great project and why it was so important for the mayor and the McAllen City Commission, please help me welcome the Honorable Javier Villalobos, Mayor of the City of McAllen.
Good morning, everybody. What an important day, but a little story that just happened right now. Always remember this. I was coming over here and I was on my phone. So I parked. I was trying to go into the building. I didn't see anybody. Well, I was over there. Remember, this one is the second building. So always remember that from now on. So that's why I was a little late. But anyway, it is such an honor to be here with you all. After so much time, so much work by a lot of people, we finally got here. We finally got here. And you know, we may have been a little late, but we had priorities. We had a lot of issues with, I think y'all know, drainage. There was a lot of issues that we had to take care of before we took care of this. If y'all remember, we had 20-something, 30, 40-something drainage projects, and we did them. And then we come to this. Thanks to our commission, they never wavered when the project cost of this building went way up. But we knew that our community needed it. We knew that our employees were working in cramped spaces that just weren't good. And I always say, the spirit of McAllen, if we can, we will. And we did it. And of course, I can't leave without thanking our group. Commission, muchísimas gracias. You all are amazing. Our staff, administration, you all top notch. Advisory board, thank you for all you do. And y'all go, y'all meet, you do whatever y'all need to do. And of course, there's no pay, there's no anything. We appreciate you all so much. To all the employees and staff, muchísimas gracias. You all do great work. And this building is gonna be utilized for many, many years. Of course, way after we're gone. But who did it? We did it. May we enjoy it for a very long time. Dios me los bendiga a todos.
Thank you, Mayor. Well said indeed. It was definitely a group effort. Before I continue, I would like to recognize from the McAllen Chamber of Commerce, President, Executive Director, the CEO, Ms. Elizabeth Suarez, and of course, all of the great ambassadors from the McAllen Chamber of Commerce who always bring their spirit to help us celebrate these events. To talk about why this project was so important for the City of McAllen, please help me welcome our City Manager, Mr. Roy Rodriguez.
Wow. I might hyperventilate up here, okay? I'm just warning you. First, I want all you guys to cheer, raise your hand, bow, whatever you want, because this is for you. And it's been a long, long time. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. I think that the size of the crowd should tell us, among other things, the importance of this day and this accomplishment. And it is definitely another beautiful day in McAllen. What a special occasion to celebrate. First, I want to thank all the people that made this construction happen. The engineers, the architects, the contractor, our staff, and everyone else. Also, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank the staff of Parks and Recreation for their patience, This started 6 years ago. 6 years ago. This has been a long time coming. Several years ago, we went to commission and requested that they consider certificates of obligation for the construction of this building as well as Fire Station number 2. So think about that. We finished Fire Station number 2 several years back. When we showed the commission the condition of those 2 buildings, they immediately agreed. And all these years later, more than 5 years and close to 6, here we are. That's one of the reasons, that this day is so special. Because projects like this take so long to complete, especially when you start from what I'll call square one, where we had to not only plan and design the facility, but we had to locate a location, a real estate, to build it, and that it would be suitable for our needs, and obtain it right here in the heart, in the center of McAllen. Nevertheless, good things are worth waiting for, and this is certainly a good thing. Thank you to our mayor and city commissioners, past and present, for your courage and support of our staff. If they are to provide the best services and facilities to our citizens and community, then they deserve to work in an environment that is conducive for success. So today, we're here to celebrate. This is one of 2 facilities that will be on this 16-acre site. We are not only here to celebrate the completion of a building. This building will also help us better serve our community and house our employees. Thank you also to our residents for putting your trust in us, for having patience with us. To the City Commission, thank you for always doing everything that you can to make McAllen the greatest city in Texas. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez, for your leadership in helping to create projects like this. I'd like to bring Mr. Veta, our Assistant City Manager, who manages the Parks Department and all of the events, and talk about the vision of what this building will bring to our community and the residents.
Thank you, Xochitl. Good morning. Thanks to all of you all for being here. I want to start by thanking our mayor and our city commission, and of course our city manager, for recognizing the importance of this project. This project is certainly long overdue. The construction of this building was more than just new offices. The previous building was truly past its prime, too small and overcrowded. Yet staff persevered and managed amazing programs for the city of McAllen and events for our city. Our Parks Department works diligently to enhance the quality of life, foster civic pride, and enrich our community. They bring the community together with all of their programs, providing quality programming and exceptional experiences. They also manage 90 parks, 1,016 acres, 34 miles of hike and bike trails, 3 community centers that have over 245,000 visitors annually, 4 aquatic centers with 72,000 visitors annually, 6 athletic complexes, and 26 leagues with 438,000 athletes annually. Our 33-acre nature park, Fireman's Park, Town Lake. They produce and assist with more than 250 special events, ribbon cuttings, and groundbreakings, including the McAllen Holiday Parade, where we saw over 267,000 spectators this year. The amazing float studio that builds and produces those floats for that parade. The South Pole of Texas, Golden Age Olympics, Movies in the Park, Fright Night, and the Scott Crane Marathon and Running Series. Our Parks Maintenance Department that works out of the parks handles over 1,200 work orders annually for all of the facilities in the city of McAllen. I know this new building will help inspire them to even greater and more innovative and fun programs and events to benefit all of our community. I want to thank Denny Moline, Karina Sarayi, and all of our park staff for all they do. I want to thank Eduardo and Juan from engineering for all of their work with this building. Our Parks Advisory Board. I know Mike is here. 6 years ago, Mike, we started talking about this. And so here it is. You can see it now. To our Parks Advisory Board, because they truly attend meetings on a monthly basis. They're there. They listen to our citizens and our residents, and they bring things to our attention. Thank you to all of you for all you do. And I want to thank all of you in attendance for supporting our Parks Department. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Vera, for your leadership and vision for all of the parks initiatives throughout the great city of McAllen. Well, to talk about what's going to happen in this building and what new and exciting things this building are going to help inspire in all of these great employees, please help me welcome the Director of the Parks and Recreation Department, Mr. Denny Moline.
Yeah, no pressure. Good morning. It's a great day for us today. Yeah, a lot of thank yous happening this morning, and that's what I want to do as well. I know it's been said, but it can't be said enough. And so, on behalf of the entire Parks and Recreation team here today, to the mayor, city commissioners, city management team, we definitely want to thank you for the outstanding effort and dedication in bringing our community the new Parks and Recreation facility. The leadership, support, and vision throughout the planning and implementation stages have not gone unnoticed. We look at this new facility as a source of pride for our community, and we are truly grateful for your contributions to make this a reality. Thank you once again for the tireless work and dedication to improving our city. I'm confident that the new Parks and Recreation facility will be a cherished asset for generations to come. As we start the journey today, it brings us pride to know that we have support from our city commissioners, we have support from the residents, we have support from our city management team to provide us with this new facility. And later on, we're going to take you a tour of the facility. But I also want to thank past and present commissioners, directors. I know Mr. Vedder mentioned that Mike Hernandez had a big role in the planning stages, and thank you, Mike, for the planning phase, because I didn't want to go through that. I went through enough of it already, but thank you for that. And so, yes. And I'd also like to thank those directly involved with the phases of the project. Our architects, we had David Negrete and Andres Mata from Negrete Kolar Architects. Thank you guys so much. Yes. The functionality of this facility is quite unique, and I know that the team will truly benefit from having a state-of-the-art facility to call our new home. So thank you. D. Wilson Construction, Jose Reyes, President and CEO, Roger Perez, and Brandon, thank you guys. The year and a half that it took to complete the project, I know you guys were on top of it. With all of the issues and concerns that we're brought to you, we just want to thank you for your dedication and effort in building this facility. And of course, I couldn't leave out the engineering department, led by Eduardo Mendoza. Eddie, you here? And construction manager Juan Martinez. Thank you for enduring and putting up with our department's demands throughout the phases of the project. Awesome job, guys, in providing us with a new home. And again, without your dedication and hard work and making sure that this gets done, we wouldn't be here today. So thank you. I also like to thank the other departments for their support. Starting with Chief Victor Rodriguez from the fire. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Chief Gloria, Fire Department. I want to thank Elvira Alonso, Public Works. Thank you. Yahaira Flores, Convention Center. There's a lot to thank, right? So I'm just going to mention budget, finance, purchasing. Without your support and your dedication to helping us get paperwork moved, we wouldn't be here without you guys today. But thank you guys for coming out this morning. Again, we're going to have a tour of the facility. It's starting to rain now, so I think it's a good time to call that. So thank you guys for coming out here and supporting the Parks and Recreation Department. We have a lot of big things coming up, so thank you.
Thank you, Denny. We're definitely expecting even bigger and greater things from the McAllen Parks and Recreation Department. So yes, it is about to start raining. We are going to take the official ribbon cutting photo. I would like to invite all of you to please come inside, tour the building at your leisure. There are snacks and refreshments and a lot of goodies throughout the building. Make sure you make your way all the way through the end of the building. Thank you all so much for being here for this wonderful event. We'll see you at the next one. Thank you all.